This is a Class 2, the 8th event over the 1650. Good line-up here, headed by Delightful Lau. Is a super run in the Derby, only beaten 2 lengths by Skydarcy, and behind Butterfield last him out over the 2400 metres in the Queen Mother Memorial Cup. He comes down in trip. Green Luck, blinkers go back on, was a course and distance winner 2 starts back. Savaquin is a 2-time course and distance winner. Flying Quest, a 4-time course and distance winner, and gets back to his winning trip as well, down from the 1800 metres. Magnificent, likes to roll. He's won 3 times course and distance. Zar ran second to Green Luck, a couple of starts back at huge odds. He's off a mark of 81, and we'll jump from barrier number 5 for Matthew Chadwick. Now, as far as the speed map is concerned for this one, Mark, who are the likely runs? We're seeing good to slow in the early stages of that, so is there an opportunity for someone to take advantage of that?
I'm not sure if there is, with Magnificent and Solar YY Andrew both liking to race forward, and taking them on, Paul, early in the race might not be the smartest decision, but it's going to allow Magnificent to likely lead Solar YY, and both of them will get very good runs up front. Yeah, they will, and the Magnificent's a hard horse to get past when he gets rolling as well, with 3-time course and distance winner. If they do leave him alone and he can dictate Magnificent, then he's a big chance. Karis Teaton aboard from barrier 1 there. Look, Savaquin, he'll want a bit of pace on at the back. These horses might start some early moves if they can see something going on, you know, like if they're going pretty slowly up front there. Lobo's Legend, another one who's drawn wide, he might want to push forward as well from that wide draw and try and slot in there. But, yeah, I think Magnificent, the way things are going, he should get a nice soft lead. And the big winner could be Green Luck if the pace indeed does increase mid-race. If he's just sitting down there quietly, 3 back on the rail, doing no work, he could be the one to overhaul them late. All right, we can have a look at some of these key races and try and make some sense of it all as well, because a few of them have met in the past. We'll start off with Paul, Savaquin and Delightful Lau. This is over the 1.5 miles, of course, the Queen Mother Memorial Cup Group 3 race. But they're both coming back to 1650, and they both don't mind the 1650. Delightful Lau is the 3-time course and distance winner. Savaquin has run well as well. And look, I think both of them are legitimate chances in this particular race. Both will need a bit of pace on. That's the key, because they do leave that horse alone in front. He could set it up for himself, but otherwise I think they're both good chances, Mark. Yeah, I agree, Paul. Savaquin's carried 130 pounds to win. He's got 129, but 14 more than the win at Shah 10 2 runs ago. Like Delightful Lau as a horse, Andrew, but he's never carried more than 120 pounds to win. He's got an extra 13 on his back on Wednesday night. Yeah, that was Panfield running in 5th place. Came out one of the Group 1 on his next start. So that looks quite good now, doesn't it? Shining Gem and Lobo's Legend. Mark, what about these two? He'll be fitter, Lobo's Legend. He was first up on the 5th of May for the first time since early in December, and he has 1 second up. Shining Gem's a horse that he's just raced without a whole lot of luck, and he goes from the 1200 to the 1650 just for the second time. Paul, races well around Happy Valley, just had him on the edge of the top 4. Yeah, look, I didn't get him in. I just wonder if he's going as well as he was when he did win those races. And the 1650 was a little query for me for Shining Gem. All right, Green Luck deserves a lot of respect here. A 5-time course and distance winner. And jockey's had plenty of success on the horse as well, is Joe Moreira.
Joe, Green Luck, he's a horse that you know well. You rode him last time out over 1800 metres. He's been freshened up since then. Back to 1650. What do you make of his chances?
Chances good. Last time, as you indicate, he runs pretty well, and apparently he's shown in the past that he's up to the class. We just gotta hope that things go smooth during the race. If he brings his A game, he's no doubts a good winning chance.
Last time out he ran well behind a couple of good horses over 1800, but his wins have all been over 1650. Is this where he does his best racing?
Well, the form indicates that, so hopefully we're not wrong about it, and hopefully, as I said, it's all about, is he really gonna get a smooth run? The gate is not too bad. He should have every chance from there. If the race is not like fast and they hold back and stop and go once again, it's all about how the race is going to be playing out. So if it's a smooth run, I think he's got a good winning chance.
So does he not need a good, genuine tempo right the way through the race?
He needs a smooth run. I wouldn't say a fast run race, but I would say he can't be getting interruptions or held up. If that happens during the race, his chances deteriorate quite a bit. So I'm hoping for a smooth run.
Casper's putting the blinkers on him. He hasn't worn them in a race for over a year. What do you make of that?
Probably because it's bringing him back in distance, and he might want to have him a little bit closer from the front runners. I trust Casp, and I think if he's doing that, putting the blinkers back on the horse, that he thinks the horse needs it. So I'm with him on the same page.
Congratulations on a great day on Sunday as well, Joe. 3 winners on 3 promising 3-year-olds. What was your highlight from Sunday?
Career wonder, no doubts. First time up in the great races against some of the best horses in town. Being 3 years old only, that no doubt gets me very excited for the near future.
Yeah, Courier Wonder looks a really exciting prospect, does he? As does Killer B. I was very impressed with him in the last, as you were as well, Mark, I think. But concentrating on Green Luck for a second, he holds the track record here, jointly, in actual fact, with Solar YY, who also goes around.
I think he's the better of the two this week, Andrew. Even though Solar YY was a Class 1 winner 3 starts ago, he's going to get Paul a similar run as we saw in the replay where Joe was working on him. He was beaten home by Savaquin, but there's a big turnaround in the weights for Green Luck this week. He goes up 2, Savaquin goes up 10 from that replay.
Yeah, he does. So they did finish in a bit of a clump as well, that particular race. Look, the blinkers on him, as you heard in that interview there with Edward. Look, he's not a genuine Class 2 horse, Green Luck. He's won 1 from his 22 starts, but he's always there and thereabouts. It's just a query of whether he gets that uninterrupted run in this particular race, but he's still a genuine chance.
OK, well, here he is up at Chung Fa trialling as well. I need to take note of Conqueror also, Paul. This is Exultant winning the trial, so what do you make of this?
Yeah, look, it was a nice enough trial from these ones. These Chung Fa trials can be nice and quiet as they come down. I thought Conqueror's pushed out a little bit. He's only had the 5 starts. He's only had 1 really good run, and that was at Sha Tin. So he's coming to Happy Valley for the first time. So just a little query on that. But look, it was a nice quiet trial from Green Luck.
It was a Conqueror not seen since the Derby, but of the 2 Green Lucks in the numbers. Conqueror, I just want to see what he did that day at Sha Tin, where he looked pretty good and he's flown home a couple of times, so maybe not a Happy Valley horse at this stage.
All right, OK. As far as the market is concerned, it's been chopping and changing a little bit of late, Paul, but it is Green Luck who's our current favourite.
Yeah, it's quite an open race, this one. Look, just the way the race is going to be run, I'm going to go with Magnificent. I think he'll get a solo lead in front. He should be a decent price. He's currently at 8 and 3. He's been placed 3 times in this grade, and he's been taken on this last few times. There's no natural leader in this race to go with him. So if he does roll along in front, he's on top. Savaquin, look, I think he's going to have to make a mid-race move with this to get into this race. Green Luck should run well, and Delightful Hour, like him coming back here to 1650 at Happy Valley. 9, 4, 3 and 1.
Nearly went Green Luck, but in the end settled for Savaquin just to edge him out. 3/4 a length behind Panfield reads superbly for a horse that loves racing at Happy Valley also. So 4 Savaquin on top. Green Luck not seen since April. Trial was quite up at Chung Fa. The blinkers go and he's been freshened up there. Delightful Hour. Number 7 Flying Quest. Awful last time from the inside gate. He comes back to the 1650 and gets a nice draw just to follow the rail. 4, 3, 1 and 7.
Can't believe there's no love for Zar. He's placed favourite at this stage as well. He's £10 better off with Green Luck, much better off at the weights with Savaquin last time he met. And he's back to the mile as well, which is a better trip. Couple of starts over the 1800 metres. So Zar will do for me there in race number 8.